Hey, everybody, and welcome back. I'm so excited to talk to you today about relationships. Lots of relationships go on all over the place, but today we're talking about social media relationships and how long it takes to build one. Stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
All right, I'm so excited to dive right in because this comes up all the time for me in my community. How long does it take to build a relationship? I want you to think about what you're doing right now to build a relationship with someone who eventually one day may become a client. What are you doing from start to finish? How long is that process? And what are you doing? So are you going to a networking event? Are you going to conferences? Are you doing what? What are you doing? Think about what you're doing to get in front of people and think about how long it takes from the minute you meet them to building a solid relationship where you can laugh, you can make jokes, or maybe you rely on one another for your professional opinion. Maybe you get to know a little bit about their family life and what they're struggling with, and you've built a relationship. How long does that take? And the answer is, if you're going to, let's say, a networking group that meets once a week, it could take 6 months. It could take a year for you to build that solid relationship. You know, in networking groups, you go so that you can build a relationship, you can build a rapport, and you feel comfortable about giving that person as a referral or giving a referral of someone that you know to this person, because you don't want, if your friend comes in and says, hey, do you know someone who does this? You don't want to then offer or suggest they work together and then it be a bad experience for your friend and your relationship with your friend, and also for the relationship for the person that you're trying to build the relationship with in the group. You want to be able to refer business to them in a networking group, for example. So it takes a while. But let's shift to social media. The reason why you don't have clients in your door, you don't have a flood of leads coming through the pipeline to get on a call with you or discuss your packages, is because you have not yet built a relationship. And therefore, there's no trust, there's no bond, there's no emotional reciprocation where you're like, I could trust this person, I could talk to them about whatever, or I can rely on them. I know their work is good. I know they have integrity. These types of characteristics that define a person or allow a person to kind of show their true colors, whichever angle that is. If it's like a romantic relationship or a business relationship or a friendship relationship, you can kind of get a feel for the person on a deeper level. Now, on social media, what happens is from the time you get a new friend on, let's say, Facebook, to the time where you could be saying, hey, let's hop on a call, could be like 2 weeks, maximum 3 months. And I'll tell you what happened to me today, where it happened in less than 3 hours. It's so much faster to build a relationship on social media. And not only that, think about you getting dressed to go to your networking event, you're showering, you're putting on your clothes, you're getting in your car, you have to grab something to eat, you're driving there, you're looking for the place, you park, you go in, then you engage. Then you get back in your car and you do that whole process in reverse or move on to the next part of your day. Whereas on social media, you literally open up your laptop, type, send, boom. That's it. In your pajamas. Very, very simple and very easy if you have the right strategies to do that. So when I say you need to get your business on social media, and in order where you're spending 75% to 80% of what you're doing is marketing and sales to get clients in the door, if you don't know how to build a social media relationship, you can't get the clients in the door. And you need to build a relationship by taking interest in what the other person is, what they say, what they do, who they are, what they enjoy, what they struggle with, and take interest and start a conversation. So today I wanted to have like a very relaxed day, let the kids leisurely do what they want. I thought we'd spend some time together, and I thought they'd go out and have some time with their friends. And that's exactly what they did. And they both planned their own little play dates or gatherings, I should say. And I took them to hang out with their friends. And now I came back to my house and I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to organize socks, right? That's what every mom needs to do. Mounds and mounds of unmatched socks. And let me know if you are in column A where you do this too, or if you're in column B where you think it's time to throw them all away and just buy new socks, because I think that's the column I fall into now. But anyway, I went to organize the socks and I was messaging with someone on Facebook. So I'm very active on Facebook and I am always messaging people and liking people's things and commenting in groups. And I'm just very active on social media and it's an integral part of my business. In fact, that's part of how I build a relationship. So I started a conversation with a woman this morning, and then this was before like the kids even woke up. And I was doing stuff on the computer and getting some work done. And I started a conversation. And then later on, a couple hours later, when I was organizing the socks, she wrote back and we hopped into voice message and we started talking and we got a really deep connection. Like I got a really good feel, really good read on her and same. And of course, the people in my circle are all energy healers and intuitives. So this is not like uncommon. But we built a very quick and deep relationship and we have so many things in common. It's outrageous. And she even suggested I friend one of her friends who she felt her and I had a lot in common. And so now I've created a very deep relationship through social media on a social media level that can then blossom. And if this sounds creepy to you, then you're misunderstanding the point here. I'm not saying get on social media and fall in love with someone and meet them the next day and marry them and anything like that, because that is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about building a platonic relationship that could or could not lead into something else, a friendship or maybe a client or someone who helps you solve problems or refers you to people, or you could become their client. You know, there's so many different beautiful, wonderful types of relationships that can blossom in social media. And if you're having trouble filling your pipeline with leads, this is something you need to start doing right away. And if you don't have your business set up on social media in this way, and you know that it can be done this way, then you're really missing out on building deep, fast connections that can lead and blossom into wonderful, beautiful things fairly quickly, much more rapidly than doing it the air quotes, old-fashioned way. Although I will say I am part of a networking group and I have gotten business from it. So I'm not saying one way or the highway, but I'm saying that you should definitely have your business set up on social media so that you can build relationships much more quickly. And you know what's amazing? Even more amazing than building them quickly is where these people are coming from. If you are running your business in a brick and mortar, or maybe you have a little studio in your house, or maybe you're doing it on the phone, or I don't know what, and you're meeting people face to face as your only means to getting people in the door and that and word of mouth, then what you really have are just people nearby in very small circles around you, and you're limited. But when you get on social media, you can reach everyone from all over the world. And I have people from my clientele right now from the USA, from Canada, from the UK, from Australia, from Romania, from Turkey. Okay, this is like amazing. How can you reach, 6, 7 countries? And there's more that I didn't mention that I get to connect with on a day-to-day basis. How cool is that? So either way, whether you're new to social media or you need to hop in, or you've been doing it a while and it's not working for you, you need to start building relationships. And that is the way that you're going to help take your business from where it is now to the next level exponentially. And it will grow and grow, and momentum will build and build, and that snowball will come rolling down the hill, if you can imagine that momentum, and you just get bigger and bigger and bigger because your circles are getting larger and larger and larger. Okay, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Oh, wait. Before you go, it's time to get laser focused this year and fill your group programs and one-on-one calendar once and for all. My 90-day business accelerator helps coaches, healers, and holistic doctors fill their group programs so they can scale their business, freeing up their time and making them more money than they made in the previous quarter. I'm accepting a small handful of people into this mastermind so it stays intimate and personal. We focus on results. You will grow your personal brand while quickly growing your business. The next round begins April 7th, and since the program has sold out every time I've run it this year, the price will be increasing. So if you think you're ready to make more this quarter than you did the last two, it's time to visit go.melissmarketing.com/MWI, which stands for Marketing with Intention. So we can hop on a call and you can get in at the current price, which we will raise before we launch the program again. During the call, you can walk me through your business so I can understand what's been going on a little bit deeper, and we can make sure that I can help you reach your goals. Spaces will go quickly. Go.melissmarketing.com/MWI. Let's do this.